All right, so diving deeper into the law of attraction. So there's actually 7 sub-laws to the main law of attraction. Remember that main law of attraction is part of 12 universal laws, right? So yeah, there's actually 7 sub-laws to the one of the 12 universal laws. I know it's a little confusing, but let's get a little into these 7 sub-laws. So actually, they make a lot of sense, and they're all very beneficial. Could possibly help you. So let's go into the first law, which is the law of manifestation. Now, the law of manifestation states that anything that you focus on will manifest. Okay? And what manifest means is that it will become. It will be. If you focus on it for long enough, if you truly believe in it, other things will happen. And, well, not other things, but, you know, that thing will happen. And it will come your way because you have focused on it and you have not given up focus on it. You're not stopped believing in it. And all these laws tie together. So this may be a little confusing at first, but once I start getting to more of them, you'll start being like, oh man, it's like a connected dot puzzle with these 7 sub-laws. That's the law of attraction. So let's move on. Law number 2 of the law of attraction is the law of magnetism. Now, the law of magnetism states that we are all living magnets. Meaning that anything that we are, we will attract others like us. If we're focused on positivity, we become that positivity, that force that we're focused on, and we'll start attracting like magnets other positive forces. That's how the law of magnetism works. You see how we did the first law and the second law? They tie it together. Like all these laws tie in together to make the one law of attraction. Moving on. Law number 3. The law of unwavering desire. Now, the sub-law number 3 of unwavering desire is super, super important. All these are important. This one is super important. It's very critical. The law of unwavering desire states that whatever you focus on, whatever your intentions are, good or bad, pure or evil, you have to truly believe in that intention. Truly believe, truly focus on and believe that whatever it is you're going to do, whatever it is you want to be, you will become, you will be it. By you focus on it, you'll believe it in yourself and you'll start radiating this energy that just leaks whatever you're looking for. Whether it's positivity or negativity, you'll just leak that and you'll attract others like that. And that's how you see how this is clicking together. The big picture is starting to come into play. That was only law number 3. Now we're on law number 4. The law of delicate balance, which is huge in the law of attraction. The law of delicate balance is really, if you don't have balance, you have nothing. Everything in balance, everything in life, has the balance to it. You need to balance it in order to live a stable life. If you're tired of being tired, then do something about it. You know, if you're doing too much of one thing, do something so great on the end of on the other end of the scale that it balances out. So say you're doing too much eating, do so much working out that it balances out that eating, so that eating will then benefit your working out. As long as you don't overwork out, do too much of one thing, and don't overeat, do too much of one thing. You got to keep that balance. You got to keep it stable. You don't want to be living an unstable life where you feel like you're not in control, because you actually are in control. This is your life. Nobody can live it for you. Moving on to the law number 5, the law of harmony. Okay. Now, the law of harmony states that everything in the universe is connected. We're all connected, like you phone to your Wi-Fi password. We're all connected, interconnected to each other. We're all living beings, and we feel the life force. How many of you walk into a room and you see a bunch of down faces? You can immediately feel that negative energy. The negative, and something bad must have happened in that room. Or if you see a bunch of smiles, even if you're deaf, you're not hearing anything of what's going on in the room. If you see a bunch of smiles or you see a bunch of frowns, you'll feel that energy within that room. So we're all connected through this huge universal database that we're all tapped into, and to draw into that power, we have to look into these 7 laws and really determine how to apply them within our lives in order to look into the great power, into the great superheroes that we all are, or supervillains if that's what you prefer to be. And the law of harmony states that we're all just connected. We are all one, or we can all be apart if we choose to be. So moving on to the 6th law under the 12th universal law of attraction is the law of right action, stating how you treat the world and others around you will come back into your life. Meaning, it's like the golden rule: how you treat others is how you want to be treated. How you see the world is what will come back into your life. Okay, and I've got a perfect example for y'all. So I remember reading this one book, and it was talking about two travelers. One went into the town, and they asked a lonely hitchhiker who was leaving the town if the town was a safe town, and the hitchhiker had said the hitchhiker had asked them, well, what are you looking for? And the first person to come said, well, I'm just looking for somewhere to be safe. I do not want to get robbed. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about this town. I've been hearing a lot of robberies, a lot of killings, a lot of bad people going about this town, and I just want to know if that's true. And the traveler says, or the hitchhiker says to the first traveler, he says, well, if that's what you're looking for, that's what you'll get, and goes about his day. The second traveler comes and asks the same hitchhiker, hey, how's this town up ahead? Do you know anything about it? The hitchhiker says, well, what are you looking for? And the second traveler says, well, I'm just looking for great overall people, positive people to be around, because I want to make a positive movement and make an effect on this world. And little do we know, the hitchhiker said, well, that's what you'll find. And the second traveler went into town shortly after the first traveler, and they both left around the same time. Yet the first traveler was robbed, almost killed, and hated the town and everyone in it, and left in a hurry. And the second traveler was excited, made a bunch of friends, and had a business opportunity right around the corner. So you see how the two different perspectives on the town showed what fortunes came toward the two travelers when they went inside the town. And that's how the law of right action works: is how you see the world and others around you is what you get back in your life. And the last but not least, law of universal influence states that the more positive you are, the more influence you have. Like a ripple effect, our energy affects the ones around us because we're all connected, like the law of harmony states. So if I'm positive to one person, say my goal is to change the world. If I'm positive to one person and I'm positive to everybody throughout that day, I don't know who that person is. I don't know what's been going on within their day. If I'm positive to every single stranger, everybody who comes about my way, and I'm positive to them, and I give out compliments, I just go the extra mile for them, because I want to see them smile, because I want to see them keep going and keep pushing, keep going towards their dreams. If they sense that energy, because we're all connected, and they say it was on a really bad day and that day it completely turns their day around, now they're doing the same thing to other people. That's how the law of universal influence works. I was positive to one person, then he was positive to many others, meaning that I influenced one who can influence another, who can influence more, and that's how it works. And since we're all connected, everybody will be able to feel that energy, and soon it's just a positive wave of positiveness, I guess you could call it. And those are the 7 sub-laws to the 12th universal law of attraction. Thank you for listening. This is Anto. Take care.